a.m. Absolute Radio for the funnest way to start your day. The Carnival Breakfast Show. Dig in.
It is a beautiful morning and, of course, a blessed new week. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Carnival Breakfast Show, coming to you from Carnival Radio. This is Newspaper Review. I am Joseph Oyikola. This morning, before we begin the newspaper review, I just want to encourage you this morning that you should make this new week count. Do ensure that whatever you do in this new week gets you closer to the achievement and actualization of your goals. Make sure you are getting closer every day. Good morning once again and welcome. This morning on Newspaper Review, I came with different newspapers and each of them with interesting stories. I have the Punch with me, I have the Vanguard newspaper, I have the Post, and I have the Nation newspaper. Before we read the news in details, here are the headlines. Starting from the Punch newspaper, 2027 candidate, Saturday deadline put parties under pressure. 10 die, 6 injured in Ogun road crash. And this is from the Nation newspaper. I staged my kidnap to extort 25 million naira from family, says Delta man. Moving to another interesting headline from the Vanguard newspaper. Bandit kill 9 farmers in Kaduna, kidnap many. And now to the news and details. 2027 candidate, Saturday deadline put parties under pressure. With the July 11, 2026 deadline for the submission of presidential nomination forms to the Independent National Electoral Commission fast approaching, political parties are running against time to beat the closing date. The Commission fixed 6 p.m. on July 11 as the deadline for political parties to submit the nomination forms of their presidential and National Assembly candidate through its online nomination portal. The exercise, which commences on June 27, covers the submission of forms EC9 and EC9A to EC9E in line with Section 229, subsection 1 of the Electoral Act 2026. The Commission also scheduled the submission of nomination forms for governorship candidate and state houses of assembly candidate to begin at 9 a.m. on July 18 and close at 6 p.m. on August 8, 2026. According to the timetable, the personal particulars of presidential and National Assembly candidate will be published on August 1, while those of governorship and state houses of assembly candidate will be published on August 29. Ahead of the elections, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, presidential candidate of the African Democratic Congress, unveiled former Rivers State Governor Rotimi Amechi as his running mate. Similarly, the presidential candidate of the Nigerian Democratic Congress, Peter Obi, announced the former Kano State Governor Rabiu Kwakwanso as his running mate. However, President Bola Tinubu, who is the candidate of the All Progressives Congress, is yet to formally name his running mate for the election, though there are speculation that he has settled for Vice President Kashim Shettima. If Tinubu eventually names Shettima as his running mate, the development will set to political speculation over the APC's presidential ticket and reaffirmed the party's decision to retain its 2023 ticket for the 2027 elections. This news was sourced from the Punch newspaper. 2027 candidate Saturday deadline puts parties under pressure. Moving to another story from the Nation newspaper. 10 dies, 6 injured in Ogun Road crash. 10 persons have lost their lives while 6 others sustained varying degrees of injuries in the volatile road traffic crash that occurred on Sunday night. The volatile accident, which occurred at about 8:05 p.m. at Sapade Bridge along the Ibadan-Lagos Expressway, involved a white Sino truck and a white Toyota Hiace, but with the registration number EQ19. The spokesman for the Ogun FRSC Sector Command, Afolabi Odunsi, confirmed this in a statement issued on Sunday. Odunsi disclosed that 18 people were involved in the crash, comprising 15 adult males, 2 adult females, and 1 male child. According to the statement, 10 persons, 9 adult males and 1 male child died in the crash, while 6 others, including 4 adult males and 2 adult females, sustained varying degrees of injuries. 2 adult males escaped unhurt. The FRSC attributed the crash to a combination of speeding, wrongful overtaking, and dangerous driving. Also, he added that the FRSC rescue operatives arrived promptly at the scene and evacuated the injured victims to Victory Hospital, Ogere, for medical treatment, while the deceased were deposited at FOS Mortuary, Ipara. For more details, please visit the Nation newspaper. 10 died, 6 injured in Ogun Road crash. In another story from the Vanguard newspaper, a staged man kidnapped to extort 25 million naira from family, says Delta man. A Delta State-based man, Michael James, has narrated why he allegedly staged a self-kidnapping scheme to extort 25 million naira from his family. James, in an interrogation video shared by the Delta State Police Public Relations Officer Bright Daffy on Sunday, said it resorted to the act because he owed his brother and sister money, which he had already spent, and he had no means of repaying. He explained that on July 1, he was asked to dispose of reviews, but instead of returning home, he abandoned his wheelbarrow and hid in a nearby bush. Also, the suspect added that he later called his mother again, claiming that his abductors were beating him and he had transferred 700,000 naira to them. He said that after learning from his mother that the police and local vigilantes had launched efforts to rescue him, he became worried. According to him, when it was about to rain later that day, he left the bush on a motorcycle to another location before calling his family to claim that he had escaped from his captors. Also, reacting, the police public relations officer of Delta State Command, Bright Daffy, in a message accompanying the video, said the command swiftly responded to the reported kidnapping by deploying digital intelligence to trace the suspect's location. It's not the first time individuals have taken advantage of the rampant kidnapping incident to stage a self-kidnapping scheme to extort money. For more details, please visit the Punch newspaper. Has staged my kidnap to extort 25 million naira from family, sales Delta man. On to the last news, on newspaper revealed this morning. Bandits kill 9 farmers in Kaduna, kidnap many. Bandits have killed at least 9 farmers in a raid on a village in northwestern Nigerian's Kaduna State and kidnapped several others, according to a security report. Weeks into the annual rainy season, jihadists and criminal gangs, kidnappers for ransom and cattle thieves known as bandits, have stepped up attacks on farming communities in northern and central Nigeria that failed to pay the levies they impose. Kaduna is one of several states in northern and central Nigeria impacted by the gangs who raid villages, kill and kidnap residents for ransom, and loot homes before burning them. A security report prepared for United Nations and seen by the newsmen on Sunday said the attackers on Saturday swept into the farmlands outside Kankangi village in Beningwari district and shot farmers as they worked on their fields. Kabiru Ishak, a community leader in Beningwari, said some 60 kilometers, 37 miles away, who visited the village to offer condolences, said 10 people were killed. For more details, please visit the Post newspaper. Bandits kill 9 farmers in Kaduna, kidnap many. To bring the newspaper review to a close this morning, here is the recap of headlines. 2027 candidate. Saturday deadline puts parties under pressure. 10 died, 6 injured in Ogun road crash. I staged my kidnap to extort 25 million naira from family, says Deutsche man. Bandits kill 9 farmers in Kaduna, kidnap many. Our words have come to the end of the newspaper review. Thank you very much for listening. You can download Carnival Media app from Google Play Store and App iOS. You can also check out our website at www.carnivalmedia.ng. My name remains to see boy caller. Good morning and please do well to enjoy the rest of your day.